When my friend Kelly Standing was studying to be a minister, she had an internship at Northwestern Memorial Hospital as a hospital chaplain. Kelly shared a story with me once about a day in the hospital. She was making the rounds, going from room to room, and she happened to open the door and walk into a room and was immediately startled to find that the patient there was having sex with another patient. Kelly was careful to conceal her shock and alarm and proceeded to simply say, "Oh, I can see you're busy, and I will come back later when you're not occupied." Welcome to Sunday Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Sunday Coffee Hour, we talk about things that are important in people's lives: family, career, health, politics, crime, restaurant recommendations, and what's playing in the theater. And sometimes we even get around to talking about church. This last week, I had the pleasure of being in Atlanta, Georgia again for work. And whenever I'm in Atlanta, I like to check in with the Peachtree Presbyterian Church. In the Presbyterian Church USA, Peachtree is the largest Presbyterian church in the United States. The church that I attended here for many years, the Presbyterian Church, I was always discouraged from reaching out or visiting Peachtree Presbyterian because they apparently were on the wrong end of the political spectrum. According to our denomination, they were on the more conservative end. And even though they were in the same denomination, they were apparently the people that we didn't want to associate with. During the pandemic, I attended the Washington National Cathedral and I checked in with them. And much to my delight, I suggested early on that they consider having an online coffee hour. But based on my experience with my church, I just assumed I would never hear back from them. And I proceeded to start my own Zoom coffee hour. But much to my surprise, I did hear back from Washington National Cathedral, and I was invited to coffee hour. I was pleased to meet people from all over the country and all over the world on the Washington National Cathedral coffee hour each Sunday. During the pandemic and in my church life, I often wondered maybe I was suffering from a psychological illness, but then I just discovered I'm just Episcopalian. This week at Washington National, Jan Cope preached about her time as a hospital chaplain. And Jan shared that on her first day, she was paged almost immediately and summoned to a room to console a family who had just lost their family patriarch. Jan was apprehensive. The family had requested a Roman Catholic priest. Jan was not Roman Catholic. She was not a priest, and she was a woman. Jan said she was welcomed warmly, and she offered the family condolences and prayers and blessings. And then she anointed the body with a sign of the cross on his forehead. When Jan was done, she asked the family if there was anything more she could do and if she would like them to have her remain. The family said no, there was nothing more she could do, and she was free to go. And then they proceeded to thank Jan profusely. Jan said that in time of crisis, the most important thing we can do is show up. And that in the time of crisis, no one asks for our credentials. If you would like to join us at Sunday Coffee Hour is at 12 noon on Sunday Central Time. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.